Right friends, welcome back to News at a Glance. This is 16th week. First point, China and Pakistan decided to launch a special satellite to monitor the development of a multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project. This China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project, please look into this slide. It starts from Gwadar port in Pakistan to Kashgar in Xinjiang province of China, and this passes through Pak occupied Kashmir, and India expressed its protest with Pakistan. And with this project, for Pakistan, major benefits are, it is major boost for infrastructure, economy will grow and it will further strengthen ties between Pakistan and China, and it is a welcome sign for Pakistan, which is badly affected by terrorism. If you look at China, it is part of One Belt, One Road project of China. It will link backward Xinjiang province of western China with Gwadar port. Gwadar port is strategically located close to Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz is the point or is the strait where oil resources from Persian Gulf are drained out, and western China will be accessible to these resources, and they need not take the circuitous route through Malacca Straits, what they are doing at present. Look into the next one. International Mother Earth Day was observed on April 22. And the aim of this day is to create awareness that humans have collective responsibility. And this year the theme is trees for the earth. And at the same time, don't forget, Earth Day flag was designed by John McNeill. And the first Earth Day was celebrated in 1970. And don't forget, this year on this day, 175 nations, that is to be specific, 174 countries plus European Union, signed the Climate Pact at New York. Union Commerce Ministry launched Twitter Seva. This is basically for startup companies' queries. If the startup companies have any queries, they are likely to be answered within 48 to 72 hours. And the queries can pertain to Department of Commerce, DIPP, DGFT, EPEDA, with regard to Startup India, Make in India, FDI. Incumbent President of Chad, Idris Deby, won for the 5th time, and look into this slide. Chad is a Central African country, and it is one of the countries where poverty is the chronic problem, and here most of the people live as subsistence farmers and nomadic herders. They move from one place to other place. Herding is their main profession. And this country got independence from France in 1960, and Idris Deby became president in 1990, right? And for the 5th time, he got elected. As per the FDI intelligence report of the Financial Times Limited, this Financial Times Limited is a London-based group. As per FDI intelligence report, India topped in 2015 in FDI investment for Greenfield FDI projects announced. If you look at the Greenfield FDI projects announced, India is topping the list with $63 billion. China is in second position. And if you look at India, Gujarat is followed by Maharashtra. So Gujarat and Maharashtra, the western states of the country and one of the most industrialized states in the country, again attracted the largest investment of Greenfield FDI projects. Gujarat and Maharashtra are among the industrialized states in the country, and they attracted the maximum investment for greenfield projects. You may have a doubt, what is a greenfield project, what is a brownfield project? Greenfield project is if the project is coming up all together at new place, and brownfield is nothing but increasing the infrastructure at the same place. That means developing the same company or developing the same infrastructure and bringing it to higher standards is a brownfield improvement, and greenfield is altogether at new place. Well known across the world for his album Purple Rain, famous pop music superstar Prince Rogers Nelson passed away at a relatively young age of 57 in United States of America, and he was credited with 7 Grammy Awards. and an Oscar award for Purple Rain. And look into the next one. Foreign exchange reserves reached a record high of $360 billion. And I would like to tell you, foreign exchange reserves can be in the form of reserves in foreign currencies. Second is they can be in the form of gold reserves. Third one is a special drawing rights with International Monetary Fund and reserve tranche with International Monetary Fund. So, foreign exchange reserves can be in these 4 ways, don't forget. China blocked India's bid to ban Jaish-e-Mohammed chief MasoodAzhar by the United Nations, and India is not happy with the development, but China says this is based on facts and relevant resolutions. India launched first online interactive heritage portal, that is the Sahaba Dia, and the purpose of this portal is to inform, educate and act on various subjects such as visual arts, literature and languages. And you may ask, who is the brain behind this Sahaba Dia? It is a not-for-profit society headed by S. Ramadurai, former chairman of TCS, and it is collaborative knowledge resource on arts, culture and heritage of India. US grand jury imposed a fine of $940 million on 2 companies of Tata Group. One is the TCS Limited, the other one is the Tata America International Corporation, in a trade secret lawsuit filed against them by Epic Systems. Epic Systems filed the case against these companies, accusing them of stealing trade secrets, confidential information, documents and data. However, the Tata Consultancy Services denied that they have done anything wrong. China, the world's biggest steel and coal producer, unveiled plans to help 1.8 million workers in 2 sectors. These 2 sectors, a lot of retrenchments are going to take place, and government plans to allocate $15.4 billion to help the laid-off workers find new jobs. All of you are well aware there is a glut in steel production, and because of this, China has to curtail steel production, and similarly for coal also. Because of this, several workers may be retrenched, and China has devised a plan to rehabilitate those workers. And don't forget, China accounts for 46% of total world coal production, and it also contributes for more than 50% of total steel production. And interesting point is China has created excess capacity in steel. European Union will support Iran's bid to join World Trade Organization. This World Trade Organization was established in 1995. It is a Geneva, Switzerland based organization, but it urged Iran to refrain from further ballistic missile tests, and European Union and Iran agreed to cooperate on everything from banking to energy to transport issues. In 2015, FDI flows to India increased by 37%. In 2014, around $29 billion FDI has flown to India, and in the year 2015, it increased to around $39 billion. There is an increase of 37%. And if someone asks the highest investment that is FDI attracted by hardware and software sector, and top 3 countries from where we got maximum FDI. First one is Singapore, second one is Mauritius, third one is United States of America. And in foreign portfolio investment, maximum investment is coming from United States of America, and FDI maximum is coming from Singapore. These things don't forget. India, Iran and Afghanistan finalized the draft for Chahbahar trilateral agreement on transport and transit corridors. Please look into this slide. This Gwadar port is going to be developed by China. As I have already told you, it is developing China-Pakistan industrial corridor to connect Kashgar in Xinjiang province of China, and this Chahbahar port is situated in Iran. There is not much distance between these two ports, and these two ports are closer to Strait of Hormuz, where oil reserves from Gulf region are drained out, and by developing this Chahbahar port, access to Afghanistan is very easy, bypassing Pakistan. Not only that, Central Asia can be accessed very easily, and India is interested in developing this port. 6 persons were nominated to Rajya Sabha by the President of India. You may ask, how many members can be nominated by the President to Rajya Sabha? President can nominate 12 members maximum. They are expected to be experts or eminent persons in arts, science, literature and social services. This is as per Article 80 of the Constitution, and 6 persons were nominated. One is famous boxer from Manipur, that is Mary Kom. All of you are well aware about Mary Kom. Famous economist Narendra Jadhav, Malayalam actor Suresh Gopi, famous journalist Swapan Das Gupta, then BJP leader Subramanian Swamy, then Navjot Singh Sidhu, cricketer and politician. These 6 were nominated to Rajya Sabha. Beti Bachao, Beti Pada was extended to 61 more districts in the country, spread across 11 states and union territories with low child sex ratio. Basically, the nodal agency for implementation of this scheme is Ministry of Women and Child Development. That is one aspect, and it was launched in January 2015 by Sri Narendra Modi in Haryana and initially in 100 districts of the country where the sex ratio is low, and main purpose is to save the girl child so as to increase the sex ratio. And as per 2011 census, the sex ratio was at 940, that means 940 females per 1000 men. And if you look at the child sex ratio of 0 to 6 years age group, the child sex ratio was 919 girls per 1000 boys. But the situation in some states like Haryana is still bad. So anyhow, this scheme was launched in 100 districts in January 2015 and now extended to 61 more districts. 5-time Emmy Awards winner and renowned Hollywood actress Doris Roberts passed away. She was a 90-year-old, and in this context, I would like to tell you the important awards. If someone talks about Emmy Awards, these are for excellence in television industry. If someone talks about Academy Awards or Oscar Awards, they are for excellence in film industry. If someone talks about Grammy Awards, they are for excellence in music. If someone talks about Tony Awards, they are for excellence in theatre. These things don't forget, because frequently we come across these type of awards. 2016 Laureus World Sports Awards, these are the Oscar of sports, and 2016 Laureus World Sports Awards were announced, and these awards honors remarkable sports persons around the world of sport, and these are also dubbed as Oscar of sports. And this ceremony was held in Berlin, Germany. First ceremony was held in 2000 in Monte Carlo, and for 2016 Sportsman of the Year is Serbia's Novak Djokovic. He won for the second time. And Sports Woman of the Year is Serena Williams of United States of America, who won for the 4th time. If someone talks about Laureus World Sports Awards, they are the prestigious sports awards. As per the report compiled by France-based NGO, that is Reporters Without Borders, India stands at 133 in World Press Freedom Index. In World Press Freedom Index, India's position is 133. It gained only 3 points in comparison to last year, gained from 136 to 133. 180 countries were surveyed, and you may ask about the top 5. The topmost country is Finland, Netherlands, Norway, Denmark, New Zealand. They obtained 5 positions, and a lot more needs to be done in India to raise in World Press Freedom Index. Union Cabinet has given its approval for expansion of a preferential trade agreement with Chile. Chile, all of you are well aware, it is a Latin American country having a long Pacific coast. Please look into this picture, and the preferential trade agreement exists since August 2007, but now it will be expanded to cover additional items. However, the bilateral trade is not much with this country, which is less than $4 billion. Union government merged Rajiv Gandhi Khel Abhiyaan with Khelo India. This Rajiv Gandhi Khel Abhiyaan's main purpose is to construct sport complexes both indoor and outdoor in each block, and it was started during the UPA government, and now this is merged with Khelo India, and it is a centrally sponsored program. Government also merged Urban Sports Infrastructure Scheme and National Sports Talent Search Scheme also with Khelo India. 2016 Pulitzer Prize. These Pulitzer Prize are the awards for achievements in newspaper and online journalism, and these awards were announced recently, and the Sympathizer, the first novel by Vietnamese American professor Viet Tha Nguyen, won the fiction prize, and these awards were established in 1917 as per will of Joseph Pulitzer and administered by Columbia University in New York. Union Cabinet gave approval for operationalization of new IISER. You may ask, what is IISER? IISER is Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, basically to promote science research, and this will come up at Tirupati. In fact, several educational institutions were announced for the newly carved state of Andhra Pradesh. After the formation of Telangana as a separate state, several educational institutions have gone to Hyderabad. Now Hyderabad is the capital of Telangana state, and Andhra Pradesh got several prestigious educational institutions, and this is the continuation of that process. And don't forget, at present there are 5 IISERs in operational. They are at Kolkata, Pune, Mohali, Bhopal and Thiruvananthapuram. In order to ensure greater control over armed forces, Xi Jinping, President of China, assumed a new military title, Commander-in-Chief of the Joint Battle Command of the People's Liberation Army. So he will assume more powers. So People's Liberation Army is the armed forces of China, don't forget. It is the world's largest armed forces. Maharashtra government made it mandatory to ensure hologram on every alcohol bottle manufactured and sold in the state. The basic purpose is to check the sale of spurious liquor. IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation signed a memorandum of understanding to explore the possibility of setting up a LPG import terminal at Chittagong port in Bangladesh. Why so importance is given to this? Because of the reason, please look into this. Chittagong is very close to Agartala. In fact, a border town in Tripura, Sabroom, is very close to Chittagong. Once this terminal is developed at Chittagong, then moving this petroleum resources, or you can say LPG, to northeastern part of the country is very easy. Scientists have identified 3 new species of mouse lemurs in Madagascar, and with this the known species of mouse lemurs have gone up to 24, and these are small primates found only in Madagascar, and they are in the red list of IUCN. Where is IUCN? IUCN is a Switzerland based organization, and these lemurs are world's most endangered group of mammals. India has signed memorandum of understanding with Mauritius on cooperation in the field of traditional system of medicine and homeopathy. Cochin International Airport became the first in the country, and some newspapers stated that it is the first in the world to completely operate on solar power, and the solar plant is producing 50,000 to 60,000 units of electricity per day to be consumed for all its operational functions, right? Gold and Tobacco Limited became the first company to implement 85% of pictorial health warnings on both the sides of their products, and government already implemented this 85% pictorial health warnings. World Haemophilia Day was observed on April 17th, and basically this is to create awareness on hemophilia and other bleeding disorders. Haemophilia, that is lack of natural clotting, right. So, when proper clotting is not there, blood will continue to flow if some injury is there, right. So, with this let us conclude news at a glance. Please join for other modules. Thank you. Thanks a lot.